Christmas! Hello everyone, it is I, J5, the Hyperforce, you know, the one that gotta fly super high with style and panache, and welcome to this video. As you can probably tell from the little introduction sequence there, I'm going to be talking about Hyperforce All-Stars beta content. Because, I don't know, people like this show apparently, so I thought I'd talk about the cut content from this atrocity of a thing that I brought onto YouTube. No, but seriously, I love this little franchise, and I thought I'd like to tell you about some of the content that did not make it to the public. Well, the content I remember I didn't give out to the public. So how about we start with episode 4? There was a removed part of the script. I looked over the script, and it's actually been fully deleted. Not the script, the scene I'm about to talk about. But there was going to be an audition scene with Nerene, Tristan, and JPT the Grump. Either that he was going to be replaced with someone else. Nerene, Tristan, and JPT showed up at the end of the episode, already crew members behind J-Star's movie production studio. But they were going to have audition scenes. The reason why it was cut is because I couldn't think of anything funny for them. Plus, the episode would have been a little bit longer than it really should have, and I just felt like it really wasn't needed. So I cut them out and actually placed them in at the end of the episode as a little reference to myself. But, you know how Sakura's scene in episode 4? It's probably the least humorous scene out of the entire episode. Yeah. I tried to make that scene funny, and I actually wanted to write Sakura's scene. Imagine me trying to do that for characters I really didn't think needed a scene. I mean, just have Tristan speak and it's funny, but still. You can't really do much funny stuff with Nerene anyways. And Jared would have probably been a repeat of the Ashley scene. Carrying on with cutscenes. In episode 6, an entire scene actually did get recorded. I cut it at the last minute, not only because I thought its content was a little bit risque. In all honesty, I wanted to rush the episode out, and I really couldn't be asked to animate the scene, so I cut it. Since I actually do have that scene fully recorded, I will present it to you right now. This takes place before J-Star jumps into the special ring to go into the special stage. So it would have been placed within the set of just random finding J-Star jokes. Like when he's at McDonald's or when he's in the girls' bathroom. Now this is what I needed. A nice hot bath. Now if only there was some hot babes to join me. Oh well. I'm happy by myself too.
I can be the hot bae, Yuki.
How the actual fuck? I ran up the side of a pissing mountain, and you're here in like 10 seconds after me.
It was impressive, Yuki. But I can run really fast too.
Not at sonic speeds! Never underestimate a yandere, I guess.
I love you, Yuki. I'll run as fast as supersonic if it means I get to be by your side.
Wait! I can feel the chest of mine. Like, her actual chest. Are you wearing a bikini?
No.
Hey, speaking of Sonic characters from earlier, Tails! Where's that antidote?
Yuki, I guess I was a little forward with that.
Yeah, a little bit risque, huh? It was very weird. But I bet most of you are actually screaming at me. The crate scene from episode 5. Why did that get in, but not this? Because after talking to some people about it, the crate scene in episode 5 is probably the weirdest fucking scene in the entire franchise. So, I didn't really want to repeat myself. I wanted to repeat myself, but I eventually didn't go through with it. So, that's why it was cut. but you've just heard it, so now you know that that was potentially a scene that would happen in Hyperforce All-Stars Episode 6. Side note, a little thing to add on to the Episode 6 point here. The whole risque thing, the episode in of itself is quite risque, because it's Yuno chasing after J-Star. Because he's a demon and he's gonna be chasing after someone. No, I feel that that would actually piss off a lot of shippers, even though Yuno is technically drugged into thinking that J-Star is Yuki. It's not like Yuno's actually going after J-Star. She's going after Yuki, but she thinks J-Star's Yuki. But we all know how fucked up Marek's plans can be. But I also cut out the bloody hot tub scene. Because episode 6, in terms of any series that I make besides from the Let's Plays, episode 6's seem to be the most risque episode within the series. Back at Star Stories. Yes, I'm going to mention Star Stories. That atrocity that I made years ago. Like in 2012 or something? Yeah. Episode 6 in Star Stories is my most hated episode in that series. And it's also the most hated episode out of any series I've ever made. I really don't like that episode. Part 2 is probably where most of my anger comes from, because it was a 3-part special. I think it's part 2, I didn't go to check. But I think it's part 2 where there's a certain scene with 2 characters where when I look back at it, I'm just like, what the hell were you thinking me? And I really hate that episode because of that scene. Episode 6 of Hyperforce All-Stars Stories ended up being quite risque because, well, I love Affinity Christmas. That's its title. It's got a bit of shipping in it. And let's just say J-Star and Sakura end up getting quite intimate, but they end up getting quite sexual, let's say. And it's... I just look back at it and I'm like, I should write a hentai. No, but really. That is probably the most risque episode out of all of them. Even though some episodes can get a little dark in that series, episode 6 is definitely the one with the most risque content because, I don't know, J-Star and Sakura nearly fuck. So, And then episode 6 of Hyperforce All-Stars, Animatic, it has Yuno in it. That should be risque in of itself. But no. Not only does Yuno start flirting with J-Star thinking that he's Yuki, but if I kept that hot tub scene in, she would have been naked at some point on the episode on J-Star. Her boobs be on him. Risque content. Harry and J-Star in the crate in episode 5. I don't know about Kirby and the Blob's Retarded Adventures or please Kirby Right Back at You in the Tokyo Hunt. I don't know if their episode 6s are really risque, but it seems like the running trend is that episode 6 ends up being the most I don't want to say risque anymore, the most dangerous episodes. So I thought I'd lessen the blow a little. Some people were a little concerned about the crate scene, so I thought I'd remove the hot tub scene. So yeah, episode 6, I have a curse. It seems like episode 6s end up being really risque. Well, I mean, it is, if you put 3 6s in a row, it is the number of the beast, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Speaking about cut lines, episode 2 actually had some of its lines altered. You may actually be able to tell in the quality of how the characters spoke within the final scene with J-Star and William, where J-Star is rescuing Sakura. It was originally written so then J-Star would defeat William by shooting his Beatamon. The problem is, I decided to change it to J-Star getting the Super Leaf just before he would go to confront William. So I had to change the line as well. So here's the original line.
Ah, get away from me, pervert.
Emblem charge! Huh?
Huh?
Skybreaker uppercut! Oh! Ah! Oh! Who was that? J5 the Hyperforce. Who else could it be? You're not gonna get anywhere near them. Oh yeah? Try me, bro. Static bolt! Ah! Quickly, Sakura, let's go!
Alright, J5.
I'll be back for you. Ah! So that was the original line for that scene. Plus, I think this was when Beatamon was starting to get cut out of Hyperforce All-Stars and being replaced with our Matlin. So I probably didn't want to put many Beatamon references in, because J-Star is no longer a Beatamon OC, but rather a main character to a completely original franchise. Yes, based off Beatamon, but an original franchise in general. Just how that stuff works. And for the last bit of unseen content I would like to talk about, it's actually in the description. I can't show it on YouTube because it's a novel. Back when I was writing my Hyperforce All-Stars Stories episodes on DeviantArt, I had 2 ideas for episode 2 of that sub-series. One of the episodes was where J-Star and Sakura would go on a little date, but the Sexy Butt Brigade were trying to sabotage it. And the second version of episode 2 was J-Star and Marek were going to hang around with Miku and Luca, the Vocaloid singers, and at some point they would find out that they are lesbian lovers. So they end up freaking out and insanity ensues. Guess what? One of them got made. One of them's been archived for so many years. If you know what the Christmas celebration catalog is, you know what I'm going to be talking about right now. The second episode 2 is now up on my DeviantArt as a lost episode. It is literally an entire lost episode. It's not finished, but I still uploaded it. I want people to know that that was an idea for a potential episode 2. It is dubbed as Episode Y, because the original episode 2, the one with Sakura dating J-Star for that day, was dubbed Episode X, so XY. If there was a third one, it'd probably be Z, so I don't know which one was going to be finished first, so I just named one X and named one Y, and then stuck the 2 on whichever one was made first, which was the Sakura dating J-Star episode, and then this Miku episode just never got finished. Would I ever want to go back to it and finish it? Probably not, because within the new lore of Hyperforce All-Stars, it wouldn't make any sense. And I know that's kind of the point of the series, but it just wouldn't make sense, because Miku isn't one of the girls that J-Star's chasing after anymore.
He's a demon and he's gonna be chasing after someone.
And Marek is full-on homosexual in the new reboot, so him going after Luca would make absolutely no sense, unless it was the same reason why he goes after Sakura, just to try and trick people into thinking that he's straight. Actually, you know what, that probably is really the reason. I've just noticed the fucking cat sat on my bed. Baka.
Baka!
The only reason why I uploaded episode Y is because I don't want to touch it anymore. I can't think of how to expand that episode, so some ideas just don't work. And I've accepted that. Yeah, I made episode 6. But that's all the cut content I want to talk about. The only other things I can really think of is, like, maybe some jokes I changed, but that isn't really significant. Like, in episode 6, I kept on having to come up with different scenes to place within the McDonald's scene. Where, you know, it would be skits about J-Star running away from Yuno finds him, some sort of comedic thing happened. I kept on writing a couple of skits that it really wasn't gelling well, but then I wrote the bathroom scene and it was like, yes, that is it. One of the ideas was that J-Star would have escaped to the title screen. And he would have just hanged out there, but somehow comes in. And the blue tip bird shows up. Well, That's all I want to talk about. I hope you enjoyed this video. This will be the final video from me in terms of the Christmas celebration catalogue. On the 24th of December. There is going to be another video from me. But let's just say it's promotional. It's a promotional video for the big, gigantic, maybe gigantic. Well, a big present I'm going to give you on Christmas Eve, because trying to release it on Christmas Day will probably be a nightmare. So, release it a day early. I hope you're looking forward to the final present of the Christmas celebration catalogue. The 3C! I don't think I've explained, but the abbreviation for Christmas celebration catalogue, 3C. I made it that because it sounds like freezy. It's cold, because it's Christmas time. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I hope you're looking forward to the final Christmas present that will show up on Christmas Eve. I know I am, because, I don't know. I said some things in that promotional video which will probably want people to kill me, but the sweet embrace of death never tasted so fucking good. Okay, split me!
What are you doing?
Oh my god, quick side note. I finished the main bulk of recording for this video. I finished recording it at 4:20 p.m. 4:20 blazing death with me! Jesus Christ. Got a jet, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you at Christmas Eve on the flip side. Oh, cue the outro with the snow heart blazing. Don't get there.